You do not have to believe in the same thing I believe for you to connect with your spiritual side. We're gonna be speaking on attuning to the divine, right? Connecting with your most higher power, most higher spiritual side. Um, for me, for everyday usage, for everyday kind of like a habit, I try to just you know dig deep within myself and see what I generally want to do. Um, and sometimes even the things that typically are not the funnest things, like I'm just like let's just keep it real, like our day-to-day habits like washing dishes or something, probably not the funnest thing, but connecting with your spiritual side allows you to um, be able to really feel comfortable doing things that are not as fun. And it doesn't really sound like it, but it comes from down like kind of like having reasons for why you're doing stuff, right? You know how like the earth has balance and stuff like that. I do want to mention this. Here's my personal opinion. I feel like because like the Earth has balance and like we're all like connected in some sort of way, and we can like feel energies. You have like walk in a room, you can feel energies and things like that. I feel like allowing ourselves to connect with our spiritual side more often. When we are like doing things that we typically don't want to do, like maybe you have to work, go to work, maybe you have to do things. Um, we can start looking at things from a bigger perspective. Like instead of looking at like, oh, I gotta wash these dishes, we start looking at it like, well, me personally, I know I do. I start looking at it like, oh, there's a reason why I'm washing these dishes. I just try to give a general because not everybody does the same thing, but who don't wash dishes? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like, I guess like paying somebody else to do it. But the point is, these simple things, that everybody seems to do. And I was just trying to find something that was least of exciting because I feel like in a time where we're in a place, not just a place or a time, but in in situations where you're most stressful or you're most broken, it's when spirituality really kicks in or is really the most benefit, right? The biggest benefit. So kind of, I want you guys to start just make sure that you guys are connecting with your spiritual side. Make sure that you guys are um, trying your best to have that belief system, trying your best to maintain that belief system. Just going off of what it is that you believe in and what are you trying to get from it? Like what try to find reasons for why you're doing why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like are you working the job you're working because you want money? Are you working it because you actually enjoy it? Are you helping people? Are you start to look for things with reason? And what honestly what this actually does help because like I said, a lot of people, we're not saying a lot of people, but when when it comes down to how the universe works and we know that okay, good karma, bad karma, all these things, and we start to look more into spirituality and start to like feel we end up living within the present, and you end up being a lot, well, me, I end up being a lot happier living within the present and focusing on the now, not trying to really reflect on the past or the future as much as I'm focusing on the present because I'm trying to focus on reasons. I'm trying to focus on why I'm doing certain things. And what that does is that kind of overrides my feelings. Like sometimes I don't feel like watching this, but then I remember like, oh, I know why I'm doing it. And it kind of just, it has this energy flow to it. I know it's hard to explain, but I feel like we just gotta connect with our spiritual side. Instead of just saying it like that, I want you guys to really understand. Like there's a lot that goes within spirituality. So I want to make sure that you guys focus on your belief systems, focusing on, and this doesn't have to mean like a higher power that you specifically believe in, but it's just saying that connect with yourself. You know what I mean? Connect with you guys selves and understand why you're doing certain things, and maybe that can prevent you from doing things you're not supposed to do. Because then you could say, if there's no real reason to do it, then maybe I shouldn't be doing it. If you don't have a real reason to be doing stuff, or if you have a real reason to actually do something, then you end up pursuing something that you should be doing. I guess, right? I guess let me know what you guys think about spirituality. Let me know if this helped. Let me know if it, even if it didn't. You can feel free to give your comments in the comment section below. I'm gonna try to, as time goes on, I will have a lot more, or hopefully, God be willing, that I have a lot more clarity to speak on these things. So I'm just gonna ask the high power to give me more clarity, so I can come off a lot more general, but also more direct. Right. So we're gonna be working on that as time goes on. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this video. I really do appreciate you guys' time, and I will see you guys in the next video.